Now, I know you ain't doing that. I can't believe you did this.
That's why I don't tell you nothing. Because
Why you do that?
why I do what?
Wendy, why would you do that in Wendy Mama words?
But wait, there's more. Hang on to your seat, baby, cause this one's a screamer. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
What's going on, entertainers? So time come to y'all with another video, and we talking Wendy, Osefo, and also Bia's album. Before I get started, make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and let me know what you guys think about this video. First thing I wanted to get into, y'all, is Wendy Osefo. So she's recently been arrested along with her husband in regards to a multiple fraud charges. At first, when I saw this, before the details came out, I was thinking maybe this would have been like a clerical issue. You know, Wendy is on a lot of boards in regards to stuff. So I'm thinking, oh, maybe it's a clerical issue. But then the details came out. So it kind of made more sense once the details started coming out, because once TMZ reported this, they were saying the charges were up to 300. So once I read this, if you do research, the minimum is up to 300, but it could go up to thousands. So that's what is the troublous part about this. And also it's 16 charges. So this was in regards to home insurance fraud. You know what's crazy? I did a video about this like years ago. I'm gonna tell you why. I did a video about this years ago. And the reason why I did this video 3 years ago, actually, right? This channel, the Pop Culture Pierre channel, was terminated. This was my first channel I had called Evner Entertainment, right? Before this channel that I'm on now, I had another channel called Evner Entertainment. It got terminated, right? I ended up getting it back. Now on this channel, I remember making a video. It's now private because I'm revamping this channel, to where I talked about the Bravo housewives that have gotten their homes broken into. Now, the amount of Bravo housewives that I talked about in this video was 9 housewives, ranging from Beverly Hills, some of them being in Atlanta, and then most of them really being in Beverly Hills as well. Once you see here is Anila from Married to Medicine. Her home was broken into as well, right? So this happens a lot. And in this video, I low-key was insinuating that maybe it was more so like an inside job, because how come these girls appear on Bravo? That's why I titled it what I titled it here. Once again, it's all public, you guys, because this was like 3 years ago, as you guys can see. How come they keep getting broken into time after time after time after time? So I'm thinking, oh, maybe it's an inside job. Maybe these cameramen are looking and they're seeing things around the home and they're knowing how to enter in the homes and they're doing these things. Well, with this story, that kind of disbands that, to be honest, because I'm thinking once this happened, I remember around the time that this was reported that this happened in regards to the robbery, I thought it was maybe once again adding to my theory that I made 3 years ago, that this was a Bravo inside job, and Bravo may not have had some of the best people working for them. But with this story, it says otherwise. Okay, so the problem with this case and how she ended up getting arrested had to do with social media. So apparently it's being alleged that the jewelry that she claims that was stolen, so basically her home was burglarized while she claims her home was burglarized while she was in Jamaica, and they stole jewelry and a bunch of other items. So I think this is where the 16 charges sort of come from. They're alleging, the government is alleging, that basically she took the jewelry that she claimed was stolen and returned it for a full refund before, saying that her home was burglarized. So basically, you're making double the profit. Not only you're getting the money back from returning it, allegedly, you're also getting it back from the home insurance fraud claim. A lot of people that are wealthy end up doing claims like this. Sometimes it is true and sometimes it is not. But when it's over like a certain amount, that's when you get a red flag. 450K of a claim, it's going to be looked at, because that's a lot. One thing that I'm seeing that's bothering me with this story is they keep bringing the fact that her and Kamala are good Judies. What the fuck does that have to do with anything? Her allegedly doing this has nothing to do with Kamala. Did she pawn the jewelry to Kamala? Then leave her out of it. It just, I hate how everything now has gotten so political. Like, what the hell? She is the one that allegedly did this crime. Kamala has nothing to do with the story. Like it bothers me. I keep seeing these on articles over. Her and Kamala were best buddies. Her and Kamala were pen pals. What makes the matter worse, her and Kamala were so tight. What does that have to do with anything? Y'all get what I'm saying? Like that really bothers the hell out of me when I keep seeing that every single article. So Wendy and Eddie, you guys have both now been released since this all has went down after posting a $50,000 bond each. So good thing, you keep money in the savings for a reason. Okay. A rep for the Carroll County Detention Center confirmed to Us Weekly. They said the couple's arrest came after the Carroll County Sheriff's Office responded to a call of a reported burglary at their home in April 2024. According to the docs, Wendy and Eddie claimed that they had gone on a trip to Jamaica and came back to find their bedroom closets ransacked, as well as several designer handbags and stolen jewelry. By the way, Dorit, hi. Anyways, I'm just saying hi to Dorit, y'all. There was a screen with damage lying on the roof, and the window was not locked. Actually, PK, hi. There was a screen with damage lying on the roof, and the window was not locked. To go in or out of that window, one has to step on the toilet. The toilet lid was down and had no debris on it. When sheriff's officer personnel stepped onto the roof and back into the home, they tracked roof grit back inside. The docs read. The docs continue the Osefos had an ADT system and a ring camera. The Osefos activated the ADT alarm system upon leaving for vacation. During the time that they're away, there were no motion detected inside the residence. There was activity such as package deliveries on the ring camera that was monitored remotely by the Osefos. Eddie gave statements to two insurance companies regarding a list of stolen items. And the reason why a lot of people are like, oh, why did Eddie get arrested as well? His name was on the report in regards to saying what was stolen and all that. So once your name is signed on there, you're a part of the crime. He was asked whether any of the items on the list had been returned. He was asked if he had other insurance, but failed to disclose to Homesite and Jewelers that he was also making a claim with Travelers Insurance. Eddie and Wendy both signed statements claiming $2,500 for the building and $450,000 in property. In his original claim submitted to Travelers on April 8, 2024, Eddie stated that he and his wife were wearing their anniversary bands when the loss occurred. However, Eddie called Travelers 2 days later and said he needed to update their claim because his wife's gold diamond anniversary band was missing. Now, Eddie looked like he took some of that Happy Eddie before he was booked. They shade, okay? They were home smoking that good Happy Eddie. Look at Eddie. Oh my God. They said the same day Travelers Insurance settled the claim for $25,380, which included the replacement price of the band, $4,500. After their initial claim in April 2024, both Wendy and Eddie signed and submitted letters to Jewelers Mutual Insurance, claiming that the burglary occurred and the items were reported stolen. They provided the insurance company with an initial list of 57 stolen items, including Wendy's gold diamond anniversary band that had been reported stolen in the traveler's claim. On April 22nd, 2024, Eddie was interviewed during a recorded call and did not make any mention of the jewelry claim or payout with Travelers. Now, this is where it gets tricky. Deputies were suspicious of the circumstances surrounding the burglary, as well as records from stores where some of the allegedly stolen items were purchased in the couple's social media and email accounts. An investigation determined that numerous items that the Osefos claim were stolen had been purchased, then returned to the store, where a full refund was provided prior to the alleged burglary. These items were valued in the excess of $20,000. A Dior shirt was also listed as a stolen item valued at $1,450, but the shirt had returned on January 14, 2023 for a refund. A Gucci leather wallet was purchased in 2018 and returned 2 weeks later for a refund of $948.70. Additionally, while reviewing Wendy's Instagram account, deputies observed, let me tell y'all something. That Instagram is like the biggest snitch of them all. We no longer need a rat. You need that gram. That gram will tell it all. I do not get allegedly doing things like this and going on social media and posting it. Once again, this is still all alleged. The deputies could all just be telling lies on Wendy and Eddie. So we're going to give them that grace. Even though, you know, there is evidence to back up what they are saying. I don't get the posting of it if you are doing things like this, allegedly. I just don't get it. If you're going to steal something, why post about it? That to me doesn't make sense. And the picture they're referring to is last season's reunion photo that Wendy had, basically with that big ring. And the moment they said it, my mind went straight to that image. I don't know why. Before I could even see it, I said, "Oh, it's the one at the reunion, ain't it?" Because that ring was mighty big. Oh my. What I tell you, Wendy looked like she was about to get married. Okay, she looked like she was about to get married. That wedding ring, that ring that she had on, and the dress, she looked good as fuck. But apparently that was one of the jewelry that they were talking about that was, you know, returned for that refund, and then they found out later on. This is one of the images here that they're referring to, which, like I said, like Winnie looked real good. Okay. Additionally, while reviewing Wendy's Instagram account, deputies observed photos of the reality star prior to the burglary wearing a diamond anniversary band on her left finger. This ring was reported stolen in the burglary. After the burglary, on April 27, 2024, Wendy was seen wearing the same ring on her left finger. Email records obtained by the deputies showed on April 12, 2024, Eddie emailed the list of reported stolen items to Wendy. The email asked if they were additional high-value items we can add to this inventory listing. Ooh. Damn. I.e. Chanel shoes, etc. I'm trying to get the total to exceed $423,000, which is our policy maximum. At the time of their arrest, a search and seizure was executed for Wendy and Eddie's home. Deputies found at least 50 items that appear to be the same ones they claimed to be stolen during the alleged burglary. The investigation found out that the Osefos were burdened by substantial debt. Wendy has been a cast member on Real Housewives of Potomac since season 5 in 2020. I know so, and Candace did react to this, you guys. She literally reacted to it live on the news in DC, and she felt as if she was shocked because she said she was finding out, as we are finding out, she felt as if they were trying to make an example out of Wendy, which I thought so too before the details ended up coming out.
I'm sad. You know, it feels to me, we've just, you know, gone through the Karen Huger of it all. Mm-hmm. Karen just came home. Karen paid her debt to society, but one might opine that, you know, perhaps Karen was made an example of. Mm-hmm. And I am now, as I'm literally just getting this news with you all, that's my first thought is $300. And we're arresting a mother and a father, business owners, entrepreneurs.
Now, the $300 was a minimum. So there is a maximum, which is way more than that $300.
We don't know what the charges are for, but we know that the Osefos have a very successful marijuana business. They are providing jobs and opportunities for people of color in the area, in the DMV. And so my first thought is, are they being targeted? Is this something that we should be thinking about? And I obviously I know the Osefos. I know their children. I know her family, and I'm heartbroken. Like I'm shaking because it's we're just finding this. I can't imagine.
Candace was 2 seconds from needing a triangle to dip her tears into. Okay. Now this goes into further investigation that they are still investigating this. They have bonded out. I feel with this whole story that this will be very humbling to Wendy. I have been watching Potomac since it started, and Wendy has the tendency to look down on people in certain situations. So I feel like this will be very humbling for her. I'm not happy about Black people going to jail. No shade. Okay, especially with crimes like this. To me, it doesn't make it any better because it further perpetuates the stereotype that us as Black and brown people cannot be wealthy and earn our right through America. So this isn't something that it's like, woo, okay. But I do think it is going to be a humbling experience for Wendy for sure, because we have seen season after season that certain people, when they are going through certain things, she may not laugh at them, but she will look down on them as if she is better than. So this will be extremely, extremely humbling of it to her. With the amount of evidence that they have against her, I don't see this being something that can be easily wheezed out of at all. Okay, some may compare this crime to the Jen Shaws of it all. I don't think so. And the reason why I'm going to say this is because Jen Shaw stole from older people and the elderly. What she did is finessed what I feel like the government and the insurance business, which to me isn't right either. But if we're going to pick something that's less evil, it's going to be Wendy. So please do not start with the comparisons of the Wendy's and the Jen Shaws. I feel like this could be compared to a Teresa. That's what I feel like this could be compared to 100%. And some may say, oh, this is what she gets for not, having sympathy for Karen. I don't think you could really say that because this was Karen's third DUI. Okay, so her time was coming anyways for her to be behind bars. But I do think Karen is somewhere cackling. She's cackling something nasty. I do think Stacy is laughing something nasty because the way that we've seen this first episode, you guys are literally putting her feet to the fire about not living her truest life and not telling the truth about how she's actually living. To me, was deplorable. Y'all made this lady seem as if like, she unaliving children or something. Like all she did was low-key finesse a storyline. Like, damn, you know what I'm saying? She ain't steal, or you feel me? Like she allegedly may have had a guy come on the show and act as if she had a mate on the show. And you guys are literally like choking her out. Like, it's not like she would have been the first to ever do it. Kenya's standing right there. You know what I'm saying? Standing right there. Okay. In order for Wendy to really recover from this reality TV wise, she has to come on the show and really tell the truth. She cannot come on the show and say she cannot talk about certain things. Of course, certain things she may not be able to due to legal reasons, but the things that she can talk about, I feel as if she has to be open about it. She cannot cower away from it because she is the same person that has been with a group of girls that have held Ashley's foot to the fire, Karen's foot to the fire, Robin's foot to the fire. And this situation kind of irritates me because I know Robin's getting a good key out of this, and y'all know I don't like Robin. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay. But if this is true, I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed in you. Okay. I'm very disappointed because damn. Because I just feel as if like, if you're gonna make a claim that high, that's a high claim. You're almost at 1 million, Bukabot. Like that's a high, ain't no little, like a 30K pop, a little 40K pop. Like that's a 450K. Not only that, you leave footprints through the internet. I don't know. Okay. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed in you. That's all I feel about this. Okay. I really am. Mind you, the internet has already been on Wendy's ass this whole week. So somebody, preyed upon this to, come to surface because there was a YouTuber, I believe her name goes by the name of Ashley, if I'm not mistaken. I may have the name wrong, but I did see videos about it where she was being called out by a YouTuber and a lot of blogs because she ran into this YouTuber who was very fair. And the YouTuber said, she took a picture with her and everything. And after the picture, she said, "You're mean." It was like, you be talking about me on YouTube. How dare you? And like, I guess the YouTuber defended her all this time and, you know, still behind her and wasn't mean to her. So they've been on her ass this whole like week. So this is like, you know, cherry on top of the Sunday. Okay. Let me know what y'all think down below about all of this. Do you guys believe these allegations to be true? Do you guys know of anyone that has ever committed home insurance fraud? It's more of a common thing that people may know. It's something that happens a lot throughout America. Some people end up doing this allegedly through fires, robberies, break-ins. It's a whole lot of stuff that people do home insurance fraud, alleging something happened just so that way they could get a payout from it. Now let's talk Bia's album, Bianca. Okay. Now I'm gonna do a follow-up on this, but just me from listening to it so far, I'm not mad. I'm really not mad. Okay. Like, I'm not mad. My favorite track so far on the whole album is Bad Guy. She slid down. Okay. Bia's pen is actually really nice. It actually is. Okay. I'm telling you, she lacks the charisma. I told you guys this. She lacks the C. She's okay. Bad Guy to me is one of the best tracks on there because it has a lot of replay value in it. I could also see it on the radio as well. There's also another track on there called Dade, featuring Key Glock. That's another song that I like as well. I feel as if the project itself is well put together. There's not a lot of skippable tracks in between. There's a few that I kind of skipped through and forwarded through because I wasn't like really feeling it like that. But I've only listened to it a few times around. I'm gonna do like a follow-up in a few days of what I think about the project altogether. But so far, I'm really gonna give it like a solid 8 out of 10. Okay. And the reason why I say this is because it flowed naturally. There wasn't too many tracks that I was thinking, why was that put there? Why was that left in there? Okay. Also, Bia, you said that Trifling was going to be a sample. That was like a talking sample at the end. I'm thinking it's going to be like a full-on like sample. You get what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. They talked about it in the interview, right? And Nessa did say you sample her speech at the end of the track, but I'm thinking like she sampled the whole like a Nicki track and then put her speech at the end. Not, I will say though, I didn't mind the track too much, but it wasn't my favorite on the album. It wasn't. Okay. To me, still Bad Guy is still the best track on there. This is the speech that she sampled, you guys.
Down ass motherfucking nigga, bring you the fuck down. Make some motherfucking noise. Cause you niggas is so fucking weak. Y'all got the audacity to be intimidated by a bad motherfucking queen and get your motherfucking feelings hurt. But it's old motherfucking K. Cause Barack needed a Michelle, bitch. And Bill needed a motherfucking Hillary, bitch. You better pray to God. If can't know we.
Okay, so that was the speech that she sampled at end. Well, since this interview has dropped with Nessa, Nicki has since unfollowed her. I find this to be a little weird. I don't know if she didn't like the fact that maybe they talked about the track beforehand or what. Nicki has unfollowed people for numerous of odd reasons. So who's to say what it was actually for? But there is been an unfollow since. So I wonder what's up with that. And I find that to be a little weird because your girl project about to drop. Like, ain't that your good homegirl? Like, you're supposed to like repost the album. You know what I'm saying? Listen to it. You know what I'm saying? Stream Bianca. But we didn't get that. So yeah, let me know what y'all think down below though about the album so far. Are you guys really feeling Bianca or not? And also, what did you guys think about Wendy and Eddie's arrest? Do you guys feel as if the evidence is so overwhelming that this may land them behind bars for quite a bit of time? Let me know what y'all think down below, and we're out, babies.